I'm Richa Moorjani, and I play Kamala.
My name is Poorna Jagannathan, and I play Nalini Vishwakumar.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So one thing that I really wanted to discuss with you two is I feel like the South Asian perspective in media hasn't been represented that much. It's more of like a problem. It hasn't really had that much representation in Hollywood and stuff like that. And I feel like what I really loved about this show is how it brings a lot of these cultural ideas in terms of like things like arranged marriages, and these sort of traditional expectations into the forefront, and I really wanted to ask you to sort of I wanted to have a discussion on like how your characters both are able to personify a lot of these traditional expectations.
Our show does such an incredible job of shining a light on these very real cultural themes and issues through comedy, which I think is such a powerful and effective way of raising awareness about these things, because when you're spoon-fed things, whether it's through drama or not through comedy, I should say, it can be hard to digest and not as effective. So I think that because it's through comedy, that's what makes it so much more enjoyable and relatable, but also eye-opening.
And also, I would also just like to ask, in terms of, the both of you, are there any experiences that you faced in your own life that parallel to the experiences of the conflicts that your characters have faced within the film, not the film, the TV show?
Yeah.
Especially as Asians going into the entertainment industry, it's really looked down upon. It doesn't seem like a very stable career because
it's not, let me tell you.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Not.
Like
not a stable
career.
career.
Options would be like a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. If you were to enter this, this industry, like I feel like I would love for you to sort of speak on the parallels between the challenges of your characters and the challenges in your own life and how you're able to channel those with your portrayals.
I have a son who is the exact same, like the trajectory is just matching, I have a son who is going to be graduating high school in 2 years. He's 16 now, and just the kind of like just understanding like you see this in season 3, Nalini has to change how she parents because Devi is the chasm between them is really growing. And that is very personal for me because you have to evolve as a parent to be present for your child. And you have to, this whole process in the season is about bringing your child and forming a much more intimate, close relationship to them because you are getting ready to let them go. So I feel like I'm doing the exact same thing. My son and I have just grown, I had to change to grow closer to him. I couldn't parent the way, I used to parent. It had to be a much more balanced relationship. And the journey is really striking and scary and really sad for me as well. It's really very personal.
Right. It's really complex, trying to let go of tradition, which is painful, but it's also necessary in keeping up with the times,
And keeping up with, tradition is how you look to other people. It's a lot about
how you form connections as well, like, I mean, even though I'm not of South Asian descent, a lot of the things that I see, in terms of like, with my own family, how my parents expect me to live a certain kind of life to find the most stable option,
Yeah.
And I think our cultures all are outward facing. It's how do we look to other people? And suddenly this season, it's a little more inward. How do we feel? What makes us happy? How does this unit work?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much all the time that I have, but thank you so much.
I spoke this entire time.
Yeah.
No, not at all. You spoke beautifully.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right,
Thank
have
you.
an amazing rest of your day. Yeah, and it was really amazing to talk to you.
Nice
All
to
right,
talk to you
bye-bye.
too.